The reason I'm a patron of Strings Attached is because I moved to Austin 20 years ago and music was what brought me here. It's the reason I stayed. People like Will Taylor that I've been listening to the entire time that I'm here are still playing music, and it's important to me that that continues for the rest of my lifetime in Austin and for future generations. And I see that things are changing rapidly here in Austin. It raises my awareness about how musicians are going to continue to live here and afford this amazing city. So that is why I'm a patron of Strings Attached. That is why I'm hosting this house concert to expose new audience members to him and his music and all the passionate things that he is doing for Austin, for the music community, for the people here, and will continue to do. And I want to be a force of nature to continue that happening in Austin for everyone else to continue enjoying as Austin grows. This is my first time hosting a house concert. I do host lots of parties and events, but this is my first house concert. And when I met the owner of this space and the manager, who you will meet soon, I just felt a connection with them, and I know that they will be a perfect match for Will and his mission, so I am delighted to bring it all together magically here in Travis Heights. The analogy that best fits for me is when I think of like Renaissance artists. You know, we are under construction, getting ready for August 5th.
Right.
But so the patron situation has been going on for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. It's nothing new.
Absolutely.
So when Will mentioned that, it resonated with me because I remember, reading about that in history, and it made a lot of sense. For me as an artist, I was like, oh yeah, that is one way to make a living, be supported, be part of a community, and it also gives the other, the business people, the people who have chosen other paths, a chance to support the arts and express their creativity by supporting the artists who are doing what they haven't chosen to do.
Right.
People who are genius in their own area can intertwine with artists who are genius in that area and make a symbiotic relationship that's been going on probably since the beginning of time. So it's nothing new, and I was thrilled that Will brought it back up and is bringing it back alive. What we originally was the merging of popular music, like the Led Zeppelin concerts with strings attached, the Beatles concert with strings attached, combining popular music. Ultimately, it was the first mashup. It was mashups before mashups were a thing. So that was my first exposure to mashups, and my first exposure, I went to one of the church concerts, which were in the big, beautiful churches, and the acoustics and the music, and it was magical. And that's what drew me in. And still doing the same, the fusion, the merging of classical trained musicians with popular music culture, I think is genius. Like Strings in the Woods, I've been to a few of those concerts, and so it's still a continuation of Strings in the Woods it's nature, it's beauty. When I went to Strings in the Woods on the Greenbelt, there were fireflies lighting up around the musicians, like natural lighting, and there were birds chiming in. It was like the birds were hearing the concert and wanted to sing with the performers. And then there were the cicada were chirping, and the birds and the fire. It was just a symbiosis of nature and music and people. It was like going back in time. It's like going back to a time when music was pure, and Will is bringing that, keeping that alive. So I came to Austin in the 90s because I love music. And I came here from Seattle, where I was a musician. The grunge thing, I was trying to do that in the 90s when that was big, and I was depressed. So I headed south, headed for the sunshine. I actually went to New Orleans first because jazz is my genre and what I love. Studied jazz there for 2 years. And then I came here because Austin was the perfect fusion of the music culture, a thriving culture where I could survive, and it was a bigger city. So that's how I ended up in Austin. It was the music that brought me here. It's the music that keeps me here. And it's people like Will Taylor that make Austin a place that people want to be. My name is Lita Vallis. I am a patron of Strings Attached and a musician in Austin. And I highly encourage anyone who believes in the arts, believes in Austin, and wants to keep Austin weird to support your local artists, become a patron of Strings Attached, or one of your favorite artists in Austin, and keep the music music alive.